Hello and welcome to another exclusive review with me, Alex Belfield, here at celebrityradio.biz, where last year we had over 12 million minutes viewed on YouTube. We're now the number one reviewer for theatre in the UK and Las Vegas. This week we're on the road for the brand new tour of We Will Rock You 2019. We went to see it at Bromley. This show is as cheap and classless as its PR Neil Redding. Of course, this man doesn't like replying to emails because he doesn't want people like me to see the show. And I don't blame him for not replying to emails regarding this musical, because it's just appalling. Saved only by a phenomenal cast. Let's be clear, We Will Rock You is one of the worst musicals ever in terms of its script. It's painful. Ben Elton should be ashamed, I'm not the first to say it. It was, however, saved at the Dominion by a stunning, phenomenal cast and incredible staging. They've ripped out the staging of this, and Queen, Brian and Roger should be ashamed to put their name to this cheap tat. Basically, they're doing it to make money on the back of Bohemian Rhapsody, the movie, and I don't blame them. But why not do it to scale? Why not give them a show? Instead, we're reliant on this tawdry script of punishingly bad gags like, how are we going to get there? On our bicycles. The characters, of course, are pitiful. Scaramouche, Galileo, all of this nonsense. It's just ludicrous. You know, when I first reviewed this show, I really loved it. I wanted it to succeed. It was full of energy and grandeur. It had the scale of Queen. It had a sound system that was magnificent. It had talent that was breathtaking. But you rip away all of the set and the lights, and even the costumes are dull. And you're just left hearing these horrible lines, one after the next by Ben Elton, that are literally laughably bad. People are cringing in the audience. It gets groans and moans. What are they thinking? It's also a bit sexist and outdated. I just didn't get it. Do you know what, though? I will say this. The cast are fabulous and they deserve to be heralded as 5-star talent. Let me go down the list. Ian McIntosh is a fabulous Galileo. Not only is he delicious for the ladies, and let's face it, women are mostly buying tickets for this show, but he can really sing. He's a true star who makes these impossible songs seem easy. I give him huge kudos for that. Elena Skye, well, she's been around a long time and owns Scaramouche. What a beautiful voice. What a stunner. You've got to fall in love with Scaramouche. I can't believe I'm saying this. Scaramouche. Ben. You've got to fall in love with Scaramouche because she is the sort of ball-breaking feminist of the show that you don't want to love but has to have a cuteness to make you fall in love with her by the end, and she does that magnificently. Jenny O'Leary is a fabulous killer queen. Of course, she gets the big ballsy numbers to get the crowd on their feet, and she does. There isn't really a weak link in this cast. There's not going to be. There's so many actors out of work. If they can't find a fantastic cast for this show, the whole of show business is finished. Listen, what I think is irrelevant. This show is going to sell out all over the country because it's Queen. But I'm telling you, this is not this show as it should be, and it is not in its finest form. You could argue it is an insult to people paying big money, expecting a big production, and that is not the case. Honestly, at this point, I think they should rip out Ben's script and just play the hits. That's what people want. These are the moments where this show comes alive. If it weren't for the script, and if it had a decent set, of course this would be a 5-star tour. The sound system is brilliant. I'll give kudos to Roger, who I know is obsessed about that, and Brian, who we adore too, but for some reason seems to have given up on fighting for the scale of this show. And I have to say, some 17 years after Ben Elton took to the stage with We Will Rock You, I have to agree with most of the critics who just thought this was a load of old crap. It is appalling, and you do, in 2019, sit there literally clenching with embarrassment at some of the lines. Full ticket prices are about £40 and the show is selling out across the UK. There's no doubt this is a hit, but is it any good? I'm not sure, to be honest with you. It didn't rock my boat. Maybe it will rock yours. The Ben Elton Queen musical is taking to the stage in its least impressive form across the UK for the next year or so. You've been listening to another review by me, Alex Belfield, here at celebrityradio.biz, where last year we had over 12 million minutes viewed on YouTube. You can check out all of our hundreds of interviews and reviews at www.celebrityradio.biz. Ta-da.